At Central High, one day begins like this. It's a school spirit assembly, and Central has plenty of reasons to be spirited. For the past few years, Central High has been listed among the best high schools in America. But it hasn't always been this way. Students here now know little about Central's dark history. A former student who's now a teacher remembers.
When I went here, I'd have my friends say, "Oh, you go to Central? And aren't you scared to go there?"
Central was failing. The building was falling apart. Enrollment was down. Problems with students were up. There was talk of closing the school and demolishing the building. But parents, students, and teachers rallied, and they saved Central High.
1, 2, 3.
Choir teacher Alberta Smith graduated from Central. In 1988, she returned to teach just as talk of closing Central circulated.
When Central was starting to kind of a downward spiral as far as our community supporting it, and just the neighborhood not being the same as it had been when I went to school here.
Alberta Smith witnessed efforts to put an end to Springfield's oldest high school and how teachers and alumni then worked to save it.
You know, just making sure that the community didn't sell the property because, you know, there was talk about that. And so there was a big push to put money into Central. And there was talk about building a new high school and, you know, selling this to Drury, I know.
After years of debate, Central was not only saved, but expanded. They put new emphasis on classes not found anywhere else in Springfield. These dancers explain in part how Central was saved. They demonstrate just one of several unusual activities students can do here. It's a special meeting for parents and students from other schools. They've come to learn what Central offers. If they qualify, most plan to leave their current schools and enroll here. The flags above them symbolize why.
We have flags hanging in the commons to represent all of the different countries that are here.
Central is the only Springfield area high school to offer what's called the International Baccalaureate, or IB for short. The IB students enroll in demanding college prep classes, and they come from schools large and small.
Well, I'll be honest, when I came here, I was completely terrified. I had a graduating 8th grade class of 7.
But students say no matter their background, they soon feel welcome.
I think Central stands out from all the other high schools in the area just because we are so diverse. We have we have people from all walks of life.
What I really like about Central is the diversity of it.
It's just a very international school. That's why I just love it.
The school I went to too, it's predominantly a white school. I think there might have been like 3 black students that went to that school. And I just think that, you know, coming to a school with more diversity, with more people from different ethnic groups, I feel like it kind of gives me, like I said earlier, more perspective, which I can give to other people that I know.
Students encourage each other to step out of their comfort zones and get to know everyone, not just a few.
I think that's part of what makes Central so unique is that there isn't really the concept of cliques that you find at a lot of other high schools. Everyone is really accepting of everyone else, no matter what their family background or cultural background might be.
Central, I think, prepares people for the real world because it's so diverse. There's so many cultures, languages, everything here in this building.
I get to experience life sort of out of the cul-de-sac. I mean, it's a big change and it's a good step to get used to before actually growing up and getting out into the world.
The rigorous International Baccalaureate Program raises the standard for their regular classes as well, they say. Like this, visitors to Central often see students doing stories about other students. It's not just fun events. Their news is about serious topics like school budget cuts, student dropouts, and how world events impact their school and community. Stories like these.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Central Intelligence. I'm Valerie Quirk.
And I'm Alex Scranton. Today, we examine a controversial law concerning the friending of teachers and students on Facebook.
We also introduce you to an organization that is offering children the chance to give back and to help others in need.
Stay tuned for these stories and more, because this is CI.
Their program is called Central Intelligence. Nicole Lemon challenges her students to come up with better stories than they might see on local TV.
They want to be around technology all the time. They want to be on YouTube. And I think it's my job to teach them how to do that responsibly, how to use technology to benefit their future, how to use the media that we have now to make a difference in our world, that it's not just let's film videos of ourselves running around, but let's tell someone's story, and helps them know there's a huge world outside of Central High School that they've only started to even see.
And then I'm going to fold the red to be on top.
What everyone at Central High do see on a daily basis are students with special needs. It's not unique to this school, but a valued part of the student body here.
And I think that is what is so great, is that I walk through Central High School and I see a kid with 160 IQ who's in the 6th grade. And I go down to lunch and I see a student in a wheelchair who's being fed by his paraprofessional. And it's all in one building. And the kids here don't label each other that way. And it's this crazy thing that you can't explain unless you're here, unless you see it. Those kids are all gonna mix together, and no one's really gonna care where you came from, or what your IQ is, or the color of your skin. Because in this building, it's okay for us all just to be together.
Together still at Springfield's oldest high school, and considering its past when school administrators wanted to close Central, even tear it down, Central High today is considered a model of what a school can and should be. Theirs is an environment of diversity, great academic expectations, and school spirit.
They come here because they want a rigorous academic program, and it raises the bar for every student here. So the average student like myself who came to Central is going to be challenged by these students who are here making this place better. And they're going to, it makes everybody rise to a higher level, and that's what's so exciting.
And that's why our scores are up, that's why our attendance is up, because parents and kids see if you come here, you're going to get an education that's going to benefit you after high school. It's going to help you be ready to compete in the world.
I think at Central, the pride is it's less of a vocal one. It's more of just a feeling. You walk in and you immediately feel just this sense of cohesiveness, I guess, among the student body. And it's kind of a different kind of pride. It's this pride in the fact that we are, as one, we are Central, and we're very proud of that.
Central High in Springfield, once almost abandoned, now rises high as one of the nation's best schools. This is Ed Fillmer reporting.